Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now in this video, we're going to talk about house prices are down. Where have we got this data from? And how does it compare to other data that we've been sharing over recent weeks? So make sure you stick around to the end. This is going to be an interesting video. Now, we're on the way to 5,000 subscribers. We're so close. So close. We need a couple of hundred subscribers to get us there. So if you're not subscribed already, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell notification. Smash the like button, regardless of your subscription status, because that will help us get more eyeballs on our content, which we're trying to do. So the government has updated their data. And they're saying now, this is official data, because this will come from the Land Registry as a source, that UK house prices are down. So this is the house price index up until February 2023. Now, how much are house prices down? That's what we want to talk about here. So in 2023 so far, they are saying that we are down 1%. So house prices are down 1%. Now, why does this data differ from other sources that we talk about? What I want to be very clear about is in other videos that we're talking about. So one we did a couple of days ago, that was talking about Rightmove are saying that asking prices have gone up. Asking prices have gone up. That isn't a sold price, just to be very, very clear. That's the asking price. That does show that people are not willing to slash 10%, 20% off the property price right now, but we don't know behind the scenes what offers necessarily they are taking. So that's where we've got to be interested here. Other data that we do share from time to time is from the mortgage lenders. And so mortgage lenders actually have a crystal ball that the house price index doesn't necessarily have. And so Halifax and Nationwide are the big two that really give the market data. And they say, this is what we foresee to come in the future. And why their data is interesting is because they can kind of predict what's happening. And the reason they can do that while others can't is because they know what deals are in the pipeline. Now, they don't know about cash deals. Of course they don't. But the deals that are going through with a mortgage, which is still a fair chunk of the market, they will know what's going on because they have their surveyors valuing properties. They know what mortgage offers they've put out. And so what you need to do if you're debating on whether to purchase a property now, or you're wanting to wait, or you're hoping that the market comes down, is just look at all of this data. The more information you have on this, the more educated that you can make when you make decisions, right? And that's really, really important to know. And so this is the house price index. This is on completed transactions that are done. So data's from the Land Registry. And they're saying so far this year, the prices are down 1%. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know a lot of you feel that the market's going to drop a little bit more. So let's go into a little bit more detail on what they're talking about. So I'm going to have to look down here to just get this for you. So the average house at the moment in the UK that's sold is 287,506. Now, if you're in London, that can't even buy you a shed. But if you're up north, you can buy acreage with that. You can get a substantial number of properties up there. What's interesting is nearly every region of the country has had drops apart from the Humber, which is actually pretty much quite good for me because that's where Doncaster is. And so, yeah, Yorkshire and the Humber have not had a price drop, but pretty much everywhere else has. And so when we're looking at the market, what you are going to see, whatever happens in the market, there are going to be different pockets of activity. There even could be, not this period so far this year, but throughout the year, you might get some areas where the house prices go up. Maybe that's temporary, or maybe that's a long-term thing. I mean, and even whatever the market ends up at the end of the year, you will get some areas that have been hit harder than others. Sometimes it's London, sometimes it's the north, sometimes it's the southeast, southwest. I don't know. But there are different pockets and different areas around the country that will be reacting differently. So what they're saying here is East Midlands is actually, let's look at the worst case, the worst places at the moment. So North East is down 2.3%. Now, that excludes Yorkshire, because Yorkshire is also up north, and so Yorkshire is flat. But the North East is down 2.3%. Let's put these down up here. So North East minus 2.3%. That's the biggest drop at the moment. Then we've got the Northwest, which is down 0.6. Nowhere near as bad down there. Southeast, that's where I've got the chunk of my properties, is down 1.2%. So more than the 1%. Southwest is down 1.2%. London is down 1.1%. So London's down a little bit more than the average as well. Midlands, that's an important one. So the Midlands is actually done pretty well in the Midlands, and that's down 0.4%. All of those make 1% down for the total of the UK. Yorkshire was 0% flat, right? Yorkshire and the Humber was a flat region. Now, what that shows us is, look, the market, the data is different everywhere, right? So Nationwide saying one thing, and this has got clear data as well. This is actually more factual based because it's like stuff that's actually finished. But there are different reasons that these happen, different things happen in different areas. And so as an investor, would this stop me investing and buying deals at the moment? No, because 1% down, when I buy a property is when you make money. As an investor, that's when you make your money. And in fact, if we're saying that the prices are down, then they're cheaper, aren't they? And that's what we're looking to do, is get a more discounted property. And when you're buying any kind of asset, that's what you need to do, is to buy it cheap and have multiple ways to get out of that deal if something went bad. So I would be looking at deals where I can buy below market value at things like auctions. I can add value, like by refurbishment, putting a small extension on, anything that I can do to add value, and then looking at high cash flow strategies like serviced accommodation and HMOs. I wouldn't be necessarily looking in a market, for example, like the Southeast, where the prices are going down, the interest rates are going up. I wouldn't be looking at normal buy-to-let because it's tough in that area anyway. In the Southeast, you normally have to give a bigger than 25% deposit because the yield just doesn't add up, so the lender won't lend to you. But would I keep investing in somewhere like the North? Yes. I'm investing in this area, in the Yorkshire and the Humber, where things haven't really changed. And that's what I want, is some predictability. Rental yields are still very strong. You can buy a 60 grand house and rent it out for 500 quid quite easily on a normal buy-to-let. But I would be looking at doing a high cash flow strategy as well as that to protect myself as another option. But let me know, what do you think about where the market is going to end up this year? I've got another video coming up where we're going to talk about Santander and what their thoughts are on the market. So do subscribe to make sure you get my opinion on how that one plays out. And do check out all the other content on my channel. Do subscribe and hit the bell. And do go and check out this video right here.